All right, folks, well, time to do more Pontiac stuff. Time is running out. I need to have this car to Uncle Bob like frickin' yesterday. I'm burning the candle at both ends to try to get this done, plus all the stuff's going on with my dad's health. It's been tough. I'm doing my best here, all right? I'm doing my best. But Uncle Bob, I promise I'll get this thing to you as quickly as I can. Brakes are a lot better. We've got the front disc brake conversion done. Master cylinder and booster are on. Those are working well. Today I need to conquer my shifting points. The 2-3 shift stacks real close, and I want to try to run that second gear out a lot better. This motor is built to run a lot better RPM than a stock 455. It is a stock 455 crank, but it's got upgraded rods and upgraded pistons, forged rods, forged pistons. And it's got a camshaft that'll handle RPMs. It's got a valve train that'll handle RPM. So I'm really not worried about it. I want to use that RPM. So I want to try to push this thing up into the shift point in like the 52 to 5600 RPM range, which we're going to do with some weights, and hopefully that gets us where we need to be. And then if we're lucky, if we got some extra time, we'll be able to see if we can figure out the braking, make it just a little bit better, because I want to make sure this thing stops before Bob McVay is doing 100 miles an hour down the track, because I don't want to hurt Bob McVay. So get this thing out of the rack. Let's get this situation with the transmission figured out. See what we can do. Get back to work.
Change your weights out. I swear we had already put lighter weights in it. Maybe not. These are heavy. That's medium. That should be light.
So lights are what, E's and F's? So we want to shift later. Heavy weights give early shifts. Light weights give later shifts. Recommend getting the weights right and fine-tuning the springs. Ideally, since this is a column shifted automatic, we're not really wanting to do shifting on the column while we're on the track. So we're going to try to get this right with weights and not have to worry about it on the track. Had a B and an E. It
had a B and an E in it with probably pretty heavy springs. One heavy, one lighter. There it is.
You'll never find them again, C-clips?
Especially when you set black C-clips down on a black count. Ooh, that one didn't fly.
That one went gone.
See what I mean?
just like that. Did our package come with more of those?
Yes, it did.
In case you screw up, / when you screw up. Right there. Found it. Like operation?
Yeah, basically. And here's where you grind them so they fit correctly.
All right. All flush. All the way around. Nice and sealed. Grab my little spring piece. That little guy there. This is not fun to do. Under the car. Welcome to Ohio, where it's extremely sunny and absolutely pouring rain. Crazy! Ah! Oh my god, I'm gonna get soaked. Oh my god, I'm gonna get soaked. I don't know where that came from. Holy crap. Okay, so probably not going to get a chance to take the Pontiac out. Better? Maybe. Probably not going to get a chance to take the Pontiac out and romp on it and see where our shift points are, which is frustrating. But it should be better. The weights are changed. It should shift later and let us get further up into the gears. That motor is built to spin to like 5,500, 5,600 RPMs. So I need it to shift at 5,500 or so RPMs. I want it to really get up there before it shifts. It makes max power right up there at the top. So ideally, that's where we want this thing to shift. I unfortunately can't test it because it's currently downpouring outside. But tomorrow, when it's cleaned up and not raining, I can get this car done. And I also have to get the everything out of the car, get the slicks tossed in the back, which are Mickey Thompson's on my Riddlers. That way we can do street tire as well as slick while we're up there. Everything else at this point is done, I think. We also want to test the braking and maybe do that tomorrow as well. We'll see, but full stop on things at this point because random downpour happened. Can't plan around nature. And just like that, the rain stopped. Well, it's gonna be wet outside, so I gotta be a little bit gentle, but I gotta get it off the rack anyway. Might as well run it up down the road real quick. See how she feels. Oh. Before it would stack that 1, 2, 3 real tight, especially the 2, 3. I can't really romp on it. It's not going to go anywhere. Initial opinion, better. I don't really have a good way to test this thing through the range, and especially with slightly sketchy brakes. Yeah, definitely hustling this thing down from speed is not great. So I would say I'm happy with the trans modification with switching the weights around. There is a line lock that's supposed to be on this car, but that's not going to get done before the event. I wonder if she'll still do a burnout. it'll still do burnout. Smells like freedom. All right, let's run it back down the road real quick. See where that shift point is. I can give it a little bit of beans. Now let's get this thing to Bob. Sorry, Bob, I know we're way late. I'm supposed to have this car to you 2 days ago. Sorry. Well, good morning. Weather is gray, but no longer raining. Roads are dry. So, let's fire this thing up and give her a test drive. See what she feels like. Hopefully our issues are resolved. We didn't make it worse. But you are kind of shooting from the hip with this kind of thing. So, get in her and we'll see what's what. There's the 2 shift. Second out a lot further now. I'm not sure if that shifted because I made it shift by lifting my foot or if it shifted by itself. Might have maybe made it a little too light. Probably try that again. Sounds like that was perfect. Probably shifted around 5,200, 5,300 RPMs, maybe more, which is totally fine with me. This motor is built to take it. I'm all about it. Well done. Good job. Excellent guesswork, Rich. All right, so now all we got to do is make this thing stop. Test and verify. Let's try that one more time before we head back to the shop. Out pretty well. It's honestly a little bit wiggly. Kind of a little surprised on that. Make sure everything is tight in the rear of this thing, but she moves for sure. You know, a dusty surface is not going to be the greatest thing for a hard tire car, but it rides well. The front definitely has a whole lot better ride quality in it than what I had before. Also, there's not nearly as much of a vibration. I had a flat spotting issue, I think, with my front tires where I could feel it through the front, through the driver's, or through the steering wheel. That's gone. So new tires are great. Seems to be feeling great. It's just a little skatey, a little bit in the rear end. But I like it. We'll make sure everything's tight. Get the brakes figured out. Well, before I talk about how great the brakes are, let me go prove to myself that the brakes are a lot better. And then I'll tell you exactly what all the pieces are we use in this.
whole setup. But first off, I want to prove that this actually works. They feel a whole lot better. Gotta go to my brake testing area, 1 second. Thank you. I think they work.
Yeah, I think so.
I think they work. Very nice, very nice. Now, run back to the shop real quick and I'll show you what all we put in this thing to make it do what we needed to do with no line lock. I'll be honest, these brakes might be even too good. They are by far the best biting brakes I've ever had on an old school muscle car. They might be too good. Man, what a difference. So new booster, new master cylinder kit, and then this is our new vacuum pump. And it's got an inline sensor with it so it actually detects when it needs vacuum. I think you'll be able to hear this thing when I push the pedal down. None of this is smart. We'll make sure, hopefully I don't kill my camera. So basically, it detects when I'm not running enough vacuum. It kicks on, creates vacuum, which gives me plenty of vacuum to be able to take care of this system. So there's the magic bullet, guys. The nice thing is it's a switch on, switch off system, and that pump is actually reasonably quiet. A lot of other ones, they hammer away, and this one's actually really, really quiet, and it's only running when you need it, and it's basically not even audible over the beautiful sound of my engine and my exhaust. So I'll give you my parts list real quick. We'll wrap this up. Then I can finally deliver this dang thing to Bob. Oh God, this has been work. All right, so shopping list to get this done. Part number 555-630-011. That is the booster master cylinder proportioning valve. We did not reuse the proportion, or we did not use the new proportioning valve. It's an adjustable one. This has a factory proportioning valve on it, which we have reused. We did use the new master. We did use the new booster out of that. Proportioning valve may come later. We still need to do the rear discs on this. Then we'll get that dialed in. Front rotors and brakes, 630-021. Comes with studs already on it. Comes with braided lines. Front hardware kit is 630-002, which is your calipers and pads and all that kind of stuff. And then our coup de grace, which is that vacuum pump, as I throw it on the ground, is this guy. Ta-da! 62994, electric vacuum pump for supplying vacuum to power brake booster. Jerks. We are in no way sponsored by Jegs. I paid for all this stuff. This is all purchased parts. But we do support local businesses that support us, and they do a great job of supporting us and helping us get our projects done. Not just my stuff, but all of our customers' stuff. Great company, great people. We love them, and they do a great job of taking care of us. So that's it, guys. We're done. We're ready to rock and roll. Everything I can test, I've tested, and we are ready to go do some racing. I apologize, this is taking a whole lot of time. This is taking a whole lot longer than I thought it was. A lot of late nights. But I got to get this thing up to Bob, like right now, so that we can get this thing in the trailer and we can get it up to Pontiac Nationals, because he's got to be there tonight to be able to get ready to get a pit spot, to be able to get ready for tomorrow, which is racing. So I gotta get on the road. I will see you guys later. I don't know when you're gonna see this in the whole scheme of things. So much stuff I gotta edit and get together, so I don't know. This might be before, this might be after. I have no clue. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. This is just kind of my personal channel with me working on my own toys and stuff. Afternoons, evenings, weekends, that kind of thing. Mostly focused on my personal stuff. So if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, welcome to Automotive Adventures with Austin. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.